Hey, first up, my condolences to the family of Elliot Rogers and the families directly affected concerning his actions. It's very difficult to be tactful about subjects like this while making observations and trying to get down to the nitty-gritty of how these tragedies come about. Because try as I might, I cannot figure out how guns, cars, and knives just all of a sudden animate with an attitude and decide they're just gonna go start killing people.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
First observation I gotta get off my chest concerning Elliot Rogers is that he totally reminds me of the character JP in the Alan Covert movie, Grandma's Boy. I reckon like you, I'm sad this happened. I'm also sad that people want to use this for political opportunity and demand more gun control. Again, why is it that liberals focus more on controlling everything, but self-control is taboo to suggest? They want gun control, birth control, environmental control, population control, but they don't talk about self-control. Don't tell me what to do with my body, you fascist. Meanwhile, liberals demand universal health care, which invites the government to be more invasive about your body and health. I'm reminded of how weird I think it is that liberals are sold on Darwinism, which teaches survival of the fittest, yet liberals want socialized health care. That doesn't add up. It's the same for those who fault the NRA types for the actions of Elliot Rogers, who according to his gripe was not successful in his so-called right to mate. According to you Darwinist liberals, Elliot was weak. He wasn't fit to survive, according to your evolution model. But liberals want to blame the NRA. I listened to Elliot's video, and I didn't hear him say anything about guns. I heard him talk a lot about sex, though. And he had a distorted view concerning the dynamics of sex and love. Guns didn't shape this dude's mind. I bet him watching a few of those pornos did, though. Instead of you liberals trying to go after the NRA, why don't you set your sights on the porn industry? Because I can pretty much guarantee you that every rapist digs watching porn. Every child molester digs watching porn. Every singer or rapper that loves to call women the B word and hoes and talks profanely about them digs watching porn. And the people who blast that music while thinking it's cool to disrespect women dig watching porn. And the movie makers who objectify women and like to strip women naked in their scenes to have the slasher pass judgment on them for being a cheap bimbo, which gives men in the audience the idea that women are just objects. Yeah, all these people like watching porn, and it leads to violence. This dude Elliot had a serious hole burning in his pocket to get laid, and he felt entitled to it. Porno makes you feel that way. It's the image of something men want so badly, and it should be that easy to have. When I was a kid, around my tween years, I saw lots of porn. And when I would be talking to a girl in school, I didn't care who the girl was. I didn't care if the female was a student or a teacher. In my head, I'm thinking, why aren't we having sex right now? This is taking too long. I can identify with Elliot. A lot of us can. Being rejected, yeah, it can be a pain. I was a lonely kid, a really depressed kid. I know what it's like to feel so miserable that it makes your blood feel sour and you feel like you gotta cut yourself to let it out of you. That's why I have this tattoo on my arm to cover up the scars. I know what rejection is like. I remember asking a security guard at school to go into a classroom and tell a girl that I really liked that I had committed suicide. That way the girl would feel bad and she would realize how much she missed me. The security guard looked at me and said simply, no, I ain't doing that. But whatever depression I felt, no matter what rejection I experienced or whatever, guns had nothing to do with bringing that state of mind upon me. Feeling entitled to sex messed me up. And when people feel entitled to sex, they will do stupid and even violent things. Guns don't give people that mindset. The sensationalization of sex does. People try to downplay us Christian fuddy-duddies, telling us what's the big deal? It's only sex. Really? If it's only sex, why are people in such a hurry to have it? Why do people kidnap young girls and traffic them for big money? Why is it seen as worth aborting millions of babies if sex is no big deal? But liberals are unfazed by the fact that it's because of many people fornicating and getting knocked up, then discarding the life that was conceived, eroding their value of humanity, which is happening in the millions, But when a person shoots somebody because they weren't getting all the sex they felt entitled to, all of a sudden the liberals are outraged and they want to go after the NRA and ban the guns. They're not outraged at the depravity in the entertainment industry. They're not mad at knives. They're not mad at cars, which are involved with more deaths in America than guns by far. They want to target guns. And this dude having wealthy parents had nothing to do with his actions. Poor young men feel entitled to sex too. It doesn't seem to me that Elliot's parents managed a healthy upbringing for him. I don't think he was any more mentally ill than a lot of us were when we were younger. He was a spoiled kid whose parents supplemented the healthy attention they should have been giving him with materialism. The ideas he was exposed to caused him to be deeply confused about sex and love. So since he was raised with a minimal concept of morals, if he wanted sex so badly, he could have just gotten $50 from his dad and some coupons for some birth control pills and given Sandra Fluck a call. It's better than shooting, stabbing, and running over people with his car. I'm Alfonso Rachel with Zonation, and I reckon I don't have to point out why Elliot wasn't lucky with the ladies, but he might have had a little more luck if he opened up his options a little broader than blondes. There's brunettes or redheads or Asians or Hispanics or blacks or Middle Eastern girls that might have given him some play, but his options were limited by a fetish, which means he wasn't looking for love. He wasn't taught what love is. His concept of love was shaped by the illusion of sex, so heavily promoted in our culture. But let's blame the NRA.
Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts.
Yo, Elon. You still a virgin?
Yeah?
Dang. Respect.
You ever think about killing anybody?
No, man. I'm just a virgin. I'm not a terrorist.
Dude.
Wait, straight face, straight face. You didn't bring any guns, did you?
No, man.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Are you sure?
We'll ask the questions here, buddy.
You like movies about gladiators?
Man, what kind of question is that? You like girls, don't you?
Yes, man, yes.
Straight face. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Are you sure?
Just answer the question.
All right. Jeez, man. Yes, I like girls. I just respect women. So that's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting till marriage, okay? It's just my thing. That's what God's convicted me at, all right? Now get that light out my face and this camera.
Dang, man. You seem a little angry.
You're not gonna kill anybody, are you?
No.
Sounds like you need a girlfriend.
I have one, thank you.
Actually, that's true. And I've heard you on the phone with your girlfriend. No wonder you're so angry.
Yeah, whatever, man. Leave me alone.
All right.
Sounds like somebody needs to get him some. You like movies about gladiators?